Hello and welcome everybody to Crypto Rosetta. My name is Savage and today we're going to be having a look at Bitcoin. Before we jump into that, I'd just like to say thanks for watching. If you're enjoying the content, please smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video, and leave us some feedback down below. Also in the description you'll find a link to Discord. Check it out, it is free to join, so why not give it a look. Okay, so we were looking at a couple of possibilities in the previous video, and for the most part we are still looking for that potential of forming this fifth wave. So the structure here is a bit strange, and it's leaving a little bit down to interpretation. There is a way we can look at this potentially as a triangle within this structure, but we'd have to actually take it from a bit further back. But what we'd be looking for is effectively this is an A, B, C, D, and an E. So A, B, C, D, E. And then looking for the potential that this is actually going to look to progress to the upside. So our fifth wave target we were looking for was towards this 26,496 to this 25,720 area. So this is a zone we were looking for this fifth wave to actually play out. However, actually, until we take this high point here, this 25,261, we need to just be aware that we could actually look to move down again. Where this becomes actually an A, a B, and then we look to push down for that C wave. So we haven't really started to break out here. What we'd want to see, so if we're looking at this possibility of a triangle, we wouldn't really want to break this low point again. If we're looking at this smaller triangle here, what we'd want to see is effectively this move do something like this, where we actually form this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then come back down, look for this support, and then actually look to push up for a third, fourth, and a fifth. So that would be what we'd be looking for, and that would potentially be looking to actually bring us up into the top end of this box area, this 26,156. Yeah, pretty much up into that zone. So we've already, the middle zone would be this 1382, which would actually be this 25,399, so it's 25,400 for the most part. So if we do get a push to the upside here, what we'd want to see is actually take this wave 3 high ideally, and we want to see whether we actually form a structure like this, where we form a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 to the upside. So we're talking about this in the previous video as well. There is the possibility we could have an additional fourth and a fifth within this move, and what I'd be looking for is something like this. So if we do get that push to the upside, so much the same idea, we could still look for that possibility of that triangle within here, and then look for that push up for this fifth wave here. That target area is much the same. It's slightly, yeah, it's much the same. Effectively, what we'd be looking for is this push to the upside for this fifth, then looking for evidence of whether we actually resettle down here for an additional fourth wave, and then actually look to push up one more time for an additional fifth wave. So, you know, these are all possibilities. The structure here at the moment isn't impulsive, so we need to just be careful, because we can also argue that potentially this, like I said, could be an A, B, and then we actually look to break down for that C wave. So we have actually met the criteria here for a fifth wave, and we just need to bear that in mind. The 1-to-1 was, like I said, sitting at this 25,370. We've come pretty much into that. The 2.618 is slightly higher here at this 25,654. And then if we want to talk about higher targets, if we do extend out, we'd be talking about towards this 0.618 zone of the entire move. Though there's nothing indicating that currently within the structure. And like I said, we need to maintain these levels. If we start to lose this 23,335 area for this wave 4, it becomes less likely that these are going to play out, and actually we would look to potentially look for that support lower down. So if we want to talk bullish about these moves, basically what we'd be looking for is this possibility where actually we have a corrective structure to the downside, and what we'd be looking for is something like this to play out. So the typical rejection zones actually we've come up higher than we normally would, and what we were looking for was that 786. So if I just eyeball this onto that low point there, effectively we've actually come up to this 854 region. So it would be possible still to break down for the C wave, though we wouldn't really want to go above this this 25,250 zone again. If we go back above that, then this becomes less likely, and what I'd be thinking is that we're actually starting that progression to the upside in our fifth wave. However, if we do start to break to the downside, we could be looking for this C wave to the downside here, and given, I think this target has probably changed now because we come up slightly higher. It has. So that 23,150 would be a zone I'd be looking for, potentially for that C wave to the downside if we do actually look to break down. While we're on the case of basically within that, what we'd be looking for is this. I'm actually going to remove this corrected zone. Basically, we're looking for this support to hold here, this 23,242 to this 22,127. If we fail to hold this zone, we'd have to start to think that this fifth wave is completed here. And once we break this low point here of this 21,351, effectively then we would invalidate the potential of any bullish structure to the upside from this point, because that we wouldn't be able to count this as a 1-2 or anything like that anymore. For as long as we continue to hold these key areas, this low point here, like I said, this 23,350 and this low point here of this 21,351, we can look for that potential to push up. This would be looking for a bigger move to the upside though, which would be actually looking to target out more towards that 29,876 if we did get this deeper retracement and we were looking to continue to the upside. But like I said, we need to be careful. If we do start to break to the downside, this will be the option that I'm looking at. I'll be looking out for something like this where we actually get a move like this, where we actually get this as a 1, 2, and then potentially looking for a 5-wave structure to the downside. Much the same. What we'd be looking for here would actually be a move below this 22,027. And the problem within this, and I don't really like the structure anymore, is because this wave 2's gotten so big. It wouldn't really fit into this unless we had an extended wave 3. So I am still looking at the possibility that this could actually just become a 3-wave structure to the downside, and then actually we look to push up one more time there. Until we actually lose these lows though, we can still argue we are looking to start to push up. So we'll have to see how these waves develop. If we start to get that impulsive structure up here, then we've got our target zones. But if we fail to actually break this high point again, which was over here at this 25,250, then effectively we could be looking for some downside to come in. The idea is once we complete this fifth wave move, so even if we do get these extensions, what we'll be looking for is basically a deeper retracement. And that deeper retracement will be potentially looking to bring us down towards this 20,757 at the higher end of it, sort of down towards the 17,104. So this would be a retracement zone that we'd be looking for, and we'd be looking for this to complete to the downside after our moves to the upside have completed here. So this will be a key area to see if this holds, because like we have talked about in the previous videos, we need to be cautious that this isn't a fourth wave with a flat correction. It is still a possibility, so we need to just be aware of that. But basically the idea is that if we do have this as a completed 5-wave structure, we were looking for this to potentially be a B wave, and then look to push up for at least a C wave. That can also turn into a bigger trending move, but we don't have the information for that as of yet, so we'd have to just hold on a little bit and see how that plays out. Okay, so I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I'm going to leave the video there for today. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video, and leave us some feedback down below in the comments section. Always happy to hear from you. In the description, you'll find links to the Discord. Like I said, come check it out. It's free to join. Once in the general chat area, just mention a member of staff. We'll be happy to help you out with anything you may need. Also in the description, you'll find links to affiliate links for BYBIT and PrimeXBT, both great exchanges that we use on a regular basis. Check them out if you don't have an account already. Using the affiliate link does help support the channel, and we do appreciate it. Everyone, have a great rest of the weekend. We'll see you in the next one.